They called him a god of death, a figure to be feared, a king ruling over lost souls. But was Hades truly the villain history painted him to be? Or was he something far more complex, and far more misunderstood? In the earliest whispers of Greek mythology, three mighty brothers divided the universe after overthrowing their tyrant father, Cronus. Zeus claimed the skies, Poseidon seized the oceans, and to Hades fell the shadowy realm beneath the earth, the Underworld. From the very beginning, Hades' fate was sealed, not by his own ambition, but by the roll of cosmic dice. Yet while Zeus basked in worship, and Poseidon commanded the seas with awe, Hades quietly built a kingdom unlike any other. The Underworld was no fiery prison. It was a mirror of the world above, divided into realms of peace, punishment, and reward. The virtuous found rest in the Elysian fields, while the wicked faced justice in Tartarus. In a sense, Hades was not a punisher, but a judge and administrator of balance. But myths have a way of warping truths. Fearful of death, humanity needed a figure to blame, a god to embody their terror of the unknown. And Hades, dwelling unseen beneath their feet, became the perfect target. Yet those who truly knew the stories knew another side of him. Unlike the fickle and often cruel Zeus, or the tempestuous Poseidon, Hades was unshakably loyal. He never abandoned his realm. He rarely meddled in mortal affairs. And when he loved deeply. The tale of Persephone is often twisted, told as a dark abduction. But the deeper you go into the older legends, the more you find complexity. Hades did not merely steal Persephone, he sought her companionship in a lonely realm no other god desired. And Persephone, over time, grew to rule alongside him, becoming queen of the underworld, not a prisoner, but a powerful sovereign. Together, they presided over the mysteries of death, rebirth, and the cycle of life. Spring blossomed each year when Persephone returned to the world above, and winter fell when she descended to reign beside Hades once again. Even the gods respected Hades. He held dominion over the wealth buried within the earth, gold, silver, precious stones. It was said that all fortunes ultimately belonged to him. He was a keeper of oaths, a protector of the sanctity of death. No mortal soul, once passed into his realm, could escape, unless Hades willed it. Few dared to cross him. Even the mighty Heracles, when tasked with capturing Cerberus, the three-headed guardian of the underworld, did so with Hades' reluctant permission. Yet for all his power, Hades was not worshipped with grand temples like Zeus or Athena. There were no festivals of celebration in his honor. Instead, offerings to Hades were quiet, solemn, whispered prayers left at the edges of graves. People feared him not because he was cruel, but because he represented the inevitable. And so, a question lingers. Was Hades truly evil? Or was he merely the most honest god of them all? He didn't cause death. He didn't crave suffering. He simply ruled over what no living being could escape. In a world obsessed with glory and conquest, Hades stood apart, a king who accepted the inevitability of endings, and honored the truth that all must one day return to the earth. He was not the villain. He was the balance. The final gatekeeper. And perhaps, the only god who never lied about the nature of existence.